Hi guys, very good morning. In yesterday video we have discussed on Govardhan initiative and how waste will be converted into wealth. So today we go with a new idea of the government, that is coal gasification, means converting coal into gas. So in Govardhan initiative what happens, only agri waste, organic manure, they are converting into gas. So now they are also planning to convert coal into gas. So for this, what are the companies they joined, means Coal India Limited, okay, Indian Oil, BHEL, GAIL for coal to chemical projects through surface coal gasification route. So these companies want to join this project through surface coal gasification route. The project will help achieve target of 100 million tons of coal gasification by 2030. So what is the target here? 100 millions of coal gasification by the year 2030, within 4 years from now. Okay. So gasification of coal is a process in which coal is partially oxidated by air, oxygen, steam or carbon dioxide under controlled conditions to produce syngas. So what is the chemical reaction here? Coal will be converted into syngas under controlled conditions. So with presence of what? Oxygen or carbon dioxide or steam. So this syngas can be further processed for production of value added chemicals. So these will be further processed. This syngas will be further processed to produce value added chemicals. So this is the process, and this you can check in internet also, the detailed process chemical reactions and what is the catalyst here. Catalyst means it helps a chemical reaction, how it happens. So these all things, if you check in internet, you will get a clear idea how it works. And this concept also will be fixed in your mind. So do some small exercise over this. So synthesis gas is a mixture of hydrogen, methane, carbon dioxide, okay, carbon monoxide, carbon vapors, etc. So whatever this seen gas is there, this is a mixture of hydrogen, water, methane, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, okay, CO2, methane and hydrogen. So all these gases mixture is nothing but syngas. Hope you are clear with this idea. So yesterday we have seen how the waste will be converted into wealth in Govardhan initiative. In this picture, you can get a clear idea of cow dung, plant manure, okay, and agri residue, food waste. Here we will discuss in detail how the waste will be converted into gas. Okay, so all these manure, food waste and crop residues will be taken, okay, livestock waste, crops, wastewater, food waste. So these all are processed in a anaerobic digester. This is one type of process under controlled conditions. These all will be processed in a anaerobic digester. This is nothing but a equipment, machine. So out of this, biogas and digestate will be produced. These biogas and digestate, in the presence of heat and electricity, will be converted into biomethane, fertilizer, soil amendment, livestock bedding. Okay, later it can be used as fuel and gas brick. So this process is entirely explained here in this article. You can see biogas production and CBG characteristics. So biogas derived from biomass decomposition serves as precursor to CBG production. So whatever the biogas derived from biomass composition, this gas is a method to produce CBG. Okay. So sources include agri residue, cattle dung, sugarcane, press mud, municipal solid waste, sewage treatment, plant waste. So CBG with over 90% methane content closely resembles commercially available natural gas. Like CBG is also like CNG. Okay, CBG, CNG, these are useful gases. So these will be produced. These contain 90% methane. 90% methane. Okay, closely resembles commercially available natural gas in composition and energy potential. So the potential of biogas. What is the potential of biogas? How it can be used? So a purification process, biogas can be upgraded to biomethane with a methane content of 90%. Means in this picture you can see through purification process biogas is converting into biomethane with 90% methane content. So making it carefully equivalent to, calorifically equivalent to natural gas. That is nothing but whatever CBG or CNG we use in vehicles etc. in daily use. Okay, this will be upgraded. Biomethane is pipeline ready and can seamlessly integrated into existing gas grids, non-fossil gas, reducing carbon emissions. So this can reduce a lot of carbon emission because it do not release pollution into the environment. Okay, pollution products into the environment. So what happened, automatically the environment can be preserved. Compared to petrol or diesel, they release lot of chlorofluorocarbons or pollutants into the environment. But this process, biogas do not release any pollutants in the environment. Okay. So government announces mandatory blending of compressed biogas in CBD sector. Now the government wants to make a mandatory blending of biogas in city gas distribution sector, targeting transportation and domestic segments. So once blended, it is feasible to be used in transport also. So that's why the government recommended mandatory blending of biogas. Okay, the decision was approved by National Biofuel Coordination Committee during a meeting aiming to boost the manufacturing and consumption of CBG in India. So even a government committee also recommended the mandatory blending of biogas so that it can be easily used in daily use in transport and domestic segment also. So how the blending is implemented? It is implemented in phased manner. Okay, the mandatory blending will be introduced in phased manner commencing fiscal year 25-26. So the blending of biogas will be start from 2025-26. So the blending obligations is set at 1% of total compressing natural gas and domestic piped natural gas consumption for FY 26. Means it is set at a target of minimum 1% of total biogas produced, and this will be increased to 4% in the year 2028 and 5% from 2029 onwards. So gradually they will increase the percentage of biogas that will be blended. So the central repository body will oversee and implement blending mandate. So there is one particular body, okay, nothing but it is a department working for this biogas blending. So what are the objectives and implications of this biogas project? To save the environment. First of all, to save the environment and to save economy. Now the government is spending a lot on fuel to import from other countries. In wake of Russia-Ukraine war, Iran war, the government has to spend more money to get fuel. So by producing biogas, they can save this amount, importing fuel from other countries. So the government outlines several objectives for compulsory blending obligations, including stimulating demand for CBG in CGD sector. Here CBG stands for compressed biogas and CGD stands for city gas distribution. City gas distribution means nothing but daily domestic gas we will get to our homes now, like that. City gas distribution for domestic purposes. So reducing LNG, liquefied natural gas imports. So they want to reduce LNG imports, save foreign exchange in the form of fuel and promote circular economy. Okay, that is like they are giving profit to the farmer, at the same time they are saving import prices, like that it will be a circular economy and contributing to net zero emission target. Means they do not release any pollutants. Biogas do not release any pollution into the environment. That's why they are saving the environment. Okay, the shift could lead to substantial savings, cutting LMG import bills by USD 29 billion between 2025 and 2030. So by these implementation of this biogas program, they want to save USD 30 billion rupees in the form of imports amount between 2025 and 2030. That is a period of 5 years. Between 2025 2030, they want to save approx 30 billion USD in the form of that they are spending in the form of gas imports. Okay. So in addition to economic benefits, the report underscores environmental benefits. So they are stopping the pollution, means they are stopping the carbon credits going out of India. So they need not to pay much in international community for carbon credits. Okay. So including waste management, the waste is also useful now. Yesterday class also I told you, whatever the hill is there in Delhi outskirts, that hill will be now reduced because they are trying to produce biogas. That's why they are dismantling this pollution. Okay, and increase renewable energy production. This is renewable also. This is not a non-renewable source. Non-renewable means once exhausted, it can't reproduce. There is no reproduction. But it is renewable, means everyday waste will segregated inside the country. Again, it will be converted into biogas. Everyday gas they will convert. Okay. Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri anticipates investment worth approximately 37,500 crore and establishment of 750 CBG projects by financial year 2029. So our Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri has told still India is going to invest in projects that encourages CBG production in India by the financial year 2029. Okay. So the biogas adoption can reduce the LNG imports from outside country all over the world. Okay, India energy landscape is blink of transformation. Recent report by Institute of Energy Economics and Financial Analysis outlines that a promising strategy to replace natural gas consumption with biogas and biomethane, ultimately aiming to achieve 20% substitution rate by 2030. So they want to replace natural gas with biomethane and biogas with 20% substitution rate. 20% substitution rate, so that they can reduce dependence on other countries on LNG imports. So government is paying a lot every year for petrol or fuel or CNG, LNG imports from outside world. That all money will go into saving now. To promote biogas production in India, the government has been taken up several initiatives like National Bioenergy Program and Govardhan Initiative. This initiative we have been discussing in last video, and National Bioenergy Program. This is nothing but central financial assistance to people who want to set up a biogas plant. Okay, the eligible people can apply and they can get some financial assistance from center to set up a biogas plant. This is a national bioenergy program. Okay, and umbrella initiative, that is Govardhan, encompassing various policies to promote organic waste conversion to biogas and compressed biogas. That is nothing but waste to wealth. Okay, this is main theme of this program. So what are the challenges? Despite the government is making lot of programs inside India to promote biogas production and reduce import dependence, to promote farmer income and to reduce environmental pollution. And the main theme of National Bioenergy Program is to reduce stubble burning. Stubble burning, that is happening a lot in the state of Punjab in India. What the farmer do to make the field ready for next crop? They will fire the existing agri residue. So what happens? Automatically pollution will be released into the environment. So the government wants to stop this pollution from biogas production. Okay, so after taking lot of steps, initiatives also, the government is unable to get good progress out of these programs. For example, if you see SATAT scheme, okay, one more energy biogas encouragement scheme is there, that is sustainable alternative towards affordable transportation. SATAT scheme, this is launched in 2018 with aim of establishing 5,000 CBG plants by 2023. But the progress is very slow. The government is trying to encourage people to set up a biogas plants, but it is taking lot of time to reach to people. They get awareness or empowerment and start a plant. That is the main problem here. The progress is very slow. As per the government expected, the result is not coming. The scheme aimed to produce 15 million tons of CBG. However, only 48 CBG units have been set up under such a scheme, prompting concerns about clarity and procedural hurdles. Means there are lot of procedure problems also inside India. If a person wants to set up a plant, he has to get lot of clearances from many departments. So they take a lot of time. That is the main issue here. Overcoming challenges. But how to overcome these challenges? The government has to overcome these problems, then only they will get successful in producing the expected 15 million tons of CBG by 2023 by establishing 5,000 CBG plants. But out of 5,000, only 48 has been set up due to limitations or problems existing in India. So now the government is planning how to overcome these challenges. Despite its numerous advantages, the biogas sector has faced challenges in gaining traction in India. They will solve some problems so that it will be easy for people to set up a biogas plant inside India. So, market ecosystem. The absence of comprehensive market ecosystem hinders biogas growth. Means there is no feasible market ecosystem. Means they have to make some survey how many people opt to do this biogas. First the people has to get awareness, then only they will start buying this in place of petrol or diesel. For this what they have to do? They have to study the market first. Study the market and in which states the use will be high, which states the use will be low. In states of use will be high, they will set up lot of plants. In low use states they use less, they set up less plants that are better for the people, proportional to the people's demand. So pricing challenges. Even the price is a problem. How to design the price so that the government won't get a loss and the CBG plant owner will also not get any loss. That should be feasible to the people. Suppose a person is buying petrol at the rupees of 100 per liter. So if CBG is more 120 per liter, then he do not prefer to go to CBG. He will opt for petrol only. That's why pricing challenges are there. And approval process, last of procedural problems inside India. Okay. And fragmented government support that lacks cohesion and consistency, means there is no coordination between several government departments, and apart from these, between the state and center also there is no coordination. Then how the program will get success? Coordination is a very important thing for making the program successful. The Parliamentary Standing Committee recommendations on petroleum and natural gas has raised concerns about sluggish progress in CBG initiatives. So the committee is there which recommended for production of biogas, that is more worried and concerned about the progress of CBG initiatives in India. Even though the government has been declaring, if you see solar sector also, the government is promoting solar from many years and they want to people to set up solar everywhere. But what's happening? Only less people opt for solar. They first of all they are used to electricity, government electricity, and to move to solar it requires some equipment setup. For the price also they will think of, like that issues will happen. In the same way in biogas sector also the government is having some drawbacks or limitations so that they can't get through the people in fast way. The committee recommended financial assistance for entrepreneurs establishing CBG units and urged public sector oil and gas companies to invest in CBG plants. So, to solve these issues, suppose a common business person want to set up a CBG plant. In that case, the government will provide financial assistance to him under National Bioenergy Program. Okay. And moreover, if a private company sector, if they involve the private sector people into biogas, it will be more helpful to the government. Suppose Reliance Industries is there, Ambani Reliance Industries. They are into petrol now. If they enter biogas, it will be great for the government also. Okay. So to demonstrate viability and install confidence among potential investors, and they want to make confidence or give conferences, meetings or awareness seminars to people or investors who want to invest in CBG plants. So private sector interest and policy developments. So how the private sector has been involving in CBG, setting up CBG plants in India. The report highlights policy developments including revision of compressed biogas rate in response to global gas price increase. Even policy changes also very important, so that then only the person who is setting a CBG plant will get profit. Then he will be willing to set up the plant. That's why there must be some sort of price revision. Okay, and plants mandate to procure 5% compressed biogas. So the marketing companies must get some biogas so that they can give samples to the people. Samples to the people and create awareness. Marketing also very important, creating awareness to people, then they will get awareness that environment pollution will be reduced and in less rate only compared to petrol or diesel we will get biogas, then automatically people only will come to biogas over other alternatives. Okay, these measures have recognized private sector interest with companies like Reliance Industries Limited and Adani Group showing strong enthusiasm. So now after the government has took steps towards biogas production, automatically some private companies also interested to produce biogas inside India. So what is the full potential of biogas in India? So there are more needs to be done to fully unlock biogas potential in India. Apart from these measures, what are the measures the government is taking? Policy and financial assistance to people and involving private players. Apart from these three steps, improving marketing, lot of other steps must also be taken so that people will get full awareness, they will involve in the process, and they have to increase the investments in this sector, and market viability also they have to see, okay, whether the market is willing to go up with this plan or not. And financial access, increasing financial access for biogas plant development means giving financial assistance. And field stock mapping, promoting field stock mapping to ensure input availability means, suppose every day 100 million tons of waste they are getting in an area. If they set up a biogas plant at that place, it is very successful. Suppose next day 100 empty waste is not coming from agri residue, only 50 empty is coming. Then they can't take full use of this biogas plant. In that case, this biogas plant will become a waste plant, ghost company. Okay, it is not in active process. It is not working because it is getting less input. That's why inputs also they have to check whether they will get the proper input at a place, then only they can set up the plant in nearby location. Okay, and environmental considerations, where the pollution is high, in which state the pollution is high, on priority they have to set up a biogas plant there first. Okay, suppose Punjab is there, lot of stubble burning is there, lot of pollution is there. In Punjab, on priority they have to set up one plant. Following all the steps taken by government, the first CBG plant has been set up in Punjab. Already I told you, on preference where the pollution is high, there the government has to set up a CBG plant on priority basis. That's why the first Asia's largest compressed biogas plant has been set up in Punjab. So the Union Minister of Petroleum Natural Gas, Hardeep Singh Puri, has been inaugurated Asia's largest compressed biogas plant in Lehrgaga city of Punjab. The first bioenergy plant of private company in Sangrur district. This Lehrgaga place is from Sangrur district of Punjab. Okay, it will produce compressed biogas from paddy straw, thus converting agri waste into well. Okay, it produces the compressed biogas from paddy straw. Paddy crop is there na? From its waste, this biogas will be produced. So by this process they want to stop the stubble burning problem happening in the state of Punjab. So the compressed biogas plant in Lehrgaga was constructed at the cost of 230 crores. So the project cost is 230 crores and it is being set up with the help of a German company, that is Verbio AG, under foreign direct investment. So this company, German company Verbio AG, has been investing into this project. Okay, and it wants to address, the main theme of this project is to address the stubble burning problem of Punjab. It will produce 600 to 650 tons of FOM, fermented organic manure, each day. Okay, the manure will be used for organic farming. So it will produce even manure, organic manure, that will be used in organic farming. The plant will provide direct employment to 400 people and indirect employment to 600 people. So totally 1000 employees are working in this plant. The CBG plant will also provide employment opportunities to rural youth in large value chain, because rural youth are the primary players in this. they have to give the manure, okay, agri residue or wastage to the plant as an input. By giving the inputs, they are the main people of this chain. Okay, this project will increase income of farmers in Sangrur district. They want to increase the farmer income because they are buying the inputs, agri residue. The new CBG plant step towards achieving goals of SATAT scheme. Already I discussed this scheme. What is this SATAT scheme? They want to encourage investors to invest in CBG plants. What is bioenergy, national bioenergy program? In this the people will get financial assistance to set up a CBG plant. In SATAT scheme, what is happening? They are encouraging the investors, especially the private players, to involve in setting up of CBG plants all over the country. Okay, the Indian government launched SATAT scheme in 2019. The SATAT scheme has been launched in the year of 2018 to set up CBG production plants across country by inviting expression of interest from potential investors. So they will give seminars, awareness programs to investor, and they encourage them to invest in these projects. The CBG will be used for automotive sector, and the main target here is transport sector, to promote CBG in transport sector. So compressed biogas CBG is produced naturally through process of anaerobic decomposition of biomass sources like crop residue. So this process I have shown you in the picture, how they are decomposed in controlled conditions to give the methane. That methane again will be processed into biogas. Okay. So it has potential to replace the CNG, compressed natural gas, in automotive, industrial and commercial uses in the future. What are the benefits of CBG plants? This I already told you in the last session also. Okay, to stop environment pollution. Okay, and to stop import costs of government. When the government is importing fuel from other countries, they are paying lot of bills. So by implementation of CBG plants, they will replace even CNG, even petrol or diesel or fuel. So what happen? Automatically the government money will be saved, and it will become a circular economy. Circular economy. Why? Because the farmer is getting income, at the same time the government is saving money. Okay, the CBG plant is currently capable of processing 6 tons of paddy straw each day. Now the CBG plant is being processing 6 tons of paddy straw on each day, and this capacity will later expanded to 300 tons of paddy straw to produce 33 TPD of compressed biogas using 8 digesters of 10,000 cubic meters. So inside these plants, what they will do? They will set up digesters. The machine is there na? Using this digester, they will produce methane, biomethane. Again, this will be compressed into biogas. So this biomethane capacity is only 90% of methane. Okay. So inside the plant, all these digesters will be set up to process the organic wastage. From paddy stubble, CBG valued at 46 rupees per kg as per scheme will be produced. So every day 6 tons of paddy straw is being processed as of now. In future it will be increased to 300 tons. Okay. So paddy straw, the CBG will consume 1 lakh tons of paddy straw, which will be procured from 6 to 8 satellite locations within 10 km radius of the plant. So even from other locations also they are taking the paddy straw and processing in this unit. Like that they are also getting benefit. Paddy straw from 1 acre of crop can yield energy output worth more than rupees 17,000 means 1 acre land paddy straw can give 17,000 rupees profit. Okay. So slurry or fermented organic manure from plant will be used as a compost to replenish soil heavily depleted organic matter, reduce dependence on chemical fertilizers. Whatever the wastage is there, whatever the wastage from this process, that will be used as organic manure in farms again. So what is the significance? What is the importance of this crop residue supply chain? First of all, they are taking paddy straw. They are converting it into CBG, and apart from that, organic manure also coming. Again, this will be used in fields. Now, paddy straw also coming from fields. So this will become like a circular process. So what is the benefit of this process? The FAO study suggests developing a crop residue supply chain in Punjab that can allow collection, storage, final use of rice straw for other productive services, especially production of renewable energy, and this become a renewable energy because always waste will be producing. This will be converted into gas. Okay, it is not a non-renewable energy. In future, it will be exhausted. It's not like that. With 30% of rice straw produced in Punjab, 5% CBG production target set by Government of India means whatever, suppose the Government of India is producing 100% CBG in a year. Out of this, 5% comes from Punjab itself. Means Punjab is a major contributor to production of CBG. That's why it is named as Asia's largest CBG plant. Okay, under this operation is going on under SATAT scheme, and they increase the usage of rice straw also. Apart from paddy straw, they increase the use of rice straw so that they will cut the stubble burning problem. Stubble burning problem that is happening in the state of Punjab, that is leading to pollution. CBG is produced naturally through the process of anaerobic decomposition. Means whatever the digester is there, inside the digester anaerobic process will take place to convert the agri manure, organic manure into biogas. Crop residue, cow dung, like this natural sources they are converting into biogas. So it has a potential to replace CNG. In CNG, it will replace CBG will replace the CNG, so it will become a revolution in automotive sector also, because many people are using CNG in the cars nowadays and for industrial commercial uses. So what are the benefits of compressed natural gas here, CBG here? It is responsible for waste management. They are managing the waste in better way compared to burning. Okay, if they burn the wastage, what happen? Automatically pollution will be released into the environment. They are saving this process. And reduction in carbon emissions, pollution, okay, revenue source to farmers. Farmers also selling the wastage and they are getting some amount. Boost to entrepreneurship, rural economy, employment, support to national commitments of achieving climate change goals. So now whatever the carbon credits coming out of India will reduce. So India need not to pay much amount in international legal agreements, conventions. Okay, and reduction in import of natural gas, crude oil. Okay, this is a main benefit from CBG plants. Price fluctuations. It will prevent stubble burning on 40,000 to 45,000 acres of land. So this will cut down 150 tons of carbon dioxide emissions every year. So stopping stubble burning from the state of Punjab is giving a profit of 150 lakh tons of carbon dioxide emissions per year to the government. So automatically they are saving in carbon credits farm. So what is stubble burning? Already I told you. What the farmers do? The farmers in Punjab burn the waste, burn the agriculture waste to make the field empty for next crop. Yearly, suppose they are doing 3 crops in a land. So for next crop, they will burn the existing wastage. So automatically pollution will be released into the environment. So it is a common practice followed by farmers to prepare field for sowing of wheat in November, as there is little time left between harvesting of paddy, sowing of wheat. So impact, the stubble burning results in emission of harmful gases, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, whatever the pollutants are there, products are there, they are released into the environment. This is a major reason for Delhi pollution a lot nowadays. You might have heard about Delhi pollution also, how toxic it is, how harmful it is to human health. The Punjab stubble burning problem is major reason behind Delhi pollution. So, what are the other waste to energy technologies apart from CBG plants? That is landfill gas LMG recovery. Methane gas is extracted from solid waste deposited in landfill. So, in a landfill, they will fill the wastage. In this, they burn to produce the methane in controlled manner that do not release pollutants into the environment. Okay, while stopping the pollution, they will release methane. Okay, they store this methane to produce the biogas. And the next process is torrefaction. Means it involves heating strong grass sawmill residue to over 250 degrees C. Means it they directly heat the agri wastage at 250 degrees C temperature to get the methane. Okay, polycrack technology. This converts feedstocks into hydrocarbon, liquid fuel, gas, carbon, and water. This is also one process in which wastage they turn into liquefied fuels. Okay. So till now we studied what is Govardhan Initiative, what is waste to wealth, and how we are creating CNG, compressed natural gas from agri residue, agri wastage. Okay, now we will go into three small topics of current affairs that you have to just remember, so that if any question comes, related question comes, you do not get confused. Okay, so the first thing is India's first LMG fueled green truck. LNG is nothing but this is similar to CNG, compressed natural gas, but it is in liquid form. They both are green energy only, but they differ in their form or density like that. So this liquefied natural gas truck has been introduced in India, that is replacing gasoline powered vehicles. Gasoline is nothing but kerosene. So gasoline is similar to kerosene. You know kerosene, but it is lighter to be used in cars or trucks. But these both will be made from crude oil only. Okay, both will be made from crude oil, but this is gasoline is be bit light to be used in trucks and cars. So it is spark ignited like car or scooty we on, like that it is spark ignited internal combustion engine. So the natural gas is super cooled and cryogenically at 260 degrees Fahrenheit stored in liquid form, usually in a tank on side of the truck. So now it is super cooled, cryogenically it is cooled, the gasoline will be cooled down and it will be saved in the side of the truck in liquid form. It is like liquid, petrol only. Understand? Petrol only, but this is lighter. Okay. So in the liquid state, the volume of natural gas is 600 times smaller than its gaseous states. But CNG will be 600 times smaller compared to its liquid form. Okay. So if you multiply CNG with 600 times, you will get its liquid form. CNG liquid form means it is heavier. CNG is very lighter. That's why it do not release pollutants into the environment. Okay, and another project following the biogas distribution project inside India, another plant has been set up in Rajasthan, but this is different. In Punjab, whatever the plant set up, Asia's largest plant, in this what they will do, paddy or rice straw, they will change into CNG. But whatever the plant they set up in Rajasthan, in this what they will do, they will convert cow dung into CNG. So by converting cow dung into CNG, they are improving the cleanliness of the premises. And also India is having large of livestock. Okay, large population of livestock in the world. So utilizing cow dung will be increased now. Okay, so this project has been set up in Sanchor, Rajasthan under waste to energy project. Okay, the plant will utilize 100 tons of cow dung per day. They use 100 tons of cow dung per day to produce biogas, which can be used in automotive fuel. They can use this in car, trucks, buses, like that. The plant proposes to use 100 tons of cow dung per day for production of biogas, which can be used in automotive fuel. So the project is being developed under Govardhan scheme once again. Okay, this project also initiated under Govardhan scheme. It wants to improve the cleanness and produce wealth energy from organic waste and livestock. So, which is the company involved in this project means HPCL, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited. It is an Indian oil and natural gas company with headquarters at Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it is incorporated in 1974. It is a PSU, public sector company, you might know. Okay, after the takeover and merger of erstwhile Esso Standard and Lube India, it has been taken up by Esso Standard and Lube India company recently. The merger was done through Esso Acquisition of Undertaking in India Act passed by Parliament. Okay, so under this act, it has been taken up by Esso Standards and Lube India Limited. So Govardhan initiative, already we know, waste to wealth initiative. The government wants to convert each waste to wealth. Okay, and to make villages clean and increase rural income, generating energy from cattle, other biodegradable waste. An integrated portal also launched. On this portal also we discussed yesterday. What the people has to do, they has to register in this first, and they have to mention the projects on which they are working. Then they will get the MDA assistance, marketing assistance plus 1500 rupees per ton of biogas produced financial incentive. The new integrated approach seeks to enable coordination of all relevant policy schemes by Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation. The Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation also involved in these projects. Means from waste to CNG they are creating, means all municipal related departments will be involved in this. Ministries, departments will be involved in this. So what is the significance of this scheme? So this is hugely beneficial for a country of India is home to highest cattle population in the world. We are having highest livestock population in the world. That's why these project will help a lot to us. Around 300 million in number, which produces around 3 million tons of dung. So every day India is producing 3 million tons of dung. So all these dung, if we utilize, we will get energy. At the same time, we can cut the imports and we can make the environment clean. Okay, it will encourage farmers to consider dung and other waste not just as waste but source of income. So farmers will also start selling the dung to the government now onwards. It will provide many benefits to rural people by keeping villages clean, sanitized. Under it, biogas generation will help to increase self-reliance in energy utilized for cooking and lightening. Cooking, lightening and transport also. In transport also we can use CNG. It will augment income of farmers, cattle headers. It will create new opportunities for jobs linked to waste collection, transportation, biogas sales, etc. Okay. So they collect the waste and they dispose the energy. Like we are getting the gas vehicle every month. Like that they also transport this energy into cities. Like that the people will also get some, rural people will get some employment opportunities under these projects. It will provide stable fuel supply in the market for oil companies and accessible credit in the market through government schemes and banks for entrepreneurs. So those people who want to set up a CBG plant can get financial assistance from government. Apart from this, they can get loans also from bank to set up a CBG plant. Okay, the banks on priority will give the loan to the entrepreneur. Village will be mobilized under the scheme to create self-help groups. Even the villagers will create SHGs like milk vans in a village. Okay, under this SHG they will make all these operations every day. So what are waste to energy plants? Waste to energy or energy from waste is a form of energy recovery and process of generating energy in the form of electricity or heat. So they are producing electricity in the form of energy in the form of electricity or heat by processing waste into fuel. Okay, waste will be processed into fuel. This fuel will be converted into electricity or heat. Okay, so this will be the HPCL responsibility. Now onwards HPCL will carry out these things. Another project is small scale LMG unit Vijaypur. Okay, Madhya Pradesh. Small scale LMG unit is nothing but so to use CNG people must have pipes. Suppose gas pipeline is there in a society. So it will be attached to every house so that people will access to gas every day. Like that, but in some areas these pipes are not available. In that case, what to do? They have to convert this CNG into fuel form, liquid form. That is nothing but LNG. So what this small scale LNG project will do, they will convert CNG into LNG so that in places of where people don't have pipes also, they can use, there is no pipes, in that case also they can use LNG. Okay, the government aims to increase share of natural gas in energy mix to 15% by 2030. So entire energy sector is there. How the energy is getting produced every year? By electricity or power. Hydropower is there. From water, wind power is there. Fuel is there. Okay. So there are many forms of energy available. So in this energy, the people wants to make gas energy to 15% of total output. Suppose all sectors are giving 100% energy. In that, they want to make only gas energy to 15%. That's why they have improved this. So So the small scale liquefied natural gas refers to liquefaction of natural gas, means changing CNG into liquid form, that is LMG. Okay, smaller scale than traditional large scale operations. It enables distribution of natural gas into industries and commercial consumers in regions where conventional pipeline infrastructure is not available. When there is no pipes also, people wants to use the green energy, natural energy. In that case, they will convert CNG into LNG and they supply to the locations they want. Okay. So what is the features here? Scale. So SSLNG scale is very small. Okay. LNG, here liquefied natural gas, larger liquefaction plants have much higher capacity. So but this is very small capacity plant. Okay, transportation, they can be used in trucks, small vessels, remote areas without cartilage infrastructure. So transportation, they can be used, transportation they can be sent by use of small vessels, cryogenic trucks. In case of big LNG projects, they use LNG tankers. Okay, tankers will be there. By tanker, they will send the LNG to particular locations. So, what is the market for this small scale LNG plant? It is remote areas without any infrastructure. But this is for cities. Cities where there is everything possible, there only LNG tankers will go. Okay. Regasification. Many may not require regasification, but LNG requires regasification on mandatory basis because they have to distribute it by pipeline. By pipes, they have to distribute LNG. Okay, so infrastructure in this small scale LNG, there is no much investment. In less investment, they have established this plant. But general LNG projects require lot of investment and complex infrastructure. Then only they can convert the CNG into LNG. But this is with less infrastructure, low investment. They want to convert CNG into LNG. Okay. So this is all about government gas sector, friends. Hope you like the video. For many videos like this on my channel, please do like, share, subscribe. I am going to carry all science and technology classes on my channel for next month. So stay tuned to follow all the classes so that you will get a good idea of what is going on in science and technology field in current affairs inside India. Okay, thank you.